What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Gaps and Giggles, where you can see some gaps and some giggles. Okay, so this video is for my gap tooth girlies, or just anybody who is really like suffering with an insecurity where you're like, I need help with this. Like, let's get it started, okay? Okay, so as somebody who literally was in middle school, like, I need braces, telling my mom, telling my dad, I need braces, I need this closed, I hate it, it's ugly, I don't like my gap. I was literally, you guys, I was over here like in middle school, like Googling like DIY braces, like how I could do braces at home, because you know my parents couldn't afford them. They were like $5,000 for braces. So my parents were like, well, we don't have that, so you're just gonna have to, you know, rock your gap, you know? But I was like literally trying everything so that I could feel more confident. Like, I did not want to smile in pictures. Like, I would smile like this. Like, I would not show my teeth. Like, I was just so ashamed. So coming from somebody that went through all that when it came to her smile and is now ching, gaps and giggles, it does get better, you guys. And there are tons of ways to boost your confidence, and we're going to get into it. First, when you have features that are not the norm, whether you have a bigger nose, or you have bigger lips, or you have smaller lips, or you have a big gap in your teeth, you have a big forehead, you have something that's out of the norm, most of the time you're going to get criticized for that because it's not something you see every day. Which brings me to say that you have to get so confident in your quote-unquote insecurities that nothing anybody could say will faze you. You have to own you before anybody else does. Like, to this day, I still get comments like, oh, Robin, your gap is so big, your gap is so big. I know that. I like it like that. Cheers. Like, I look at myself every morning, every day, like every second, I'm always looking at myself. So I know that my gap is big. Thank you. And the reality is, you guys, a lot of our insecurities come from outside sources. If we were to just look at ourselves without outside opinions, most of us would feel very differently. A lot of us wouldn't be as insecure if we weren't bullied so much at school, if we didn't receive so many hate comments online. Like, that is what makes you look at yourself like, man, is my gap ugly? Is my nose too big? Like, you know what I mean? It just creates so many insecurities that weren't there already. And that's why confidence in your non-conformity is key. If you know, hey, I have a big nose and no, I'm not going to get surgery, and yes, I love my big ethnic nose, then you're going to rock it and you're going to move with confidence when it comes to that. You're not going to allow somebody to tell you, oh, your nose is big, and then you're on the surgeon table. Like, no, because this is me and this is who I am. And if somebody else doesn't like the fact that your nose might be a little bit too big, your gap might be a little bit too big, that's on them. Because the only person that has to look at themselves every day is you. You're the only one that has to look at yourself in the mirror. You're the only one that has to look at those pictures when, you know, you're like, oh, let me take a selfie. And you know what I mean? Like, you're the one who has to look at that. And letting other people's outside influences affect you, honestly, it's weak. It's weak. So if you're going to be the type of person to not conform to the normal, to not be on the surgery table looking like everybody else, not saying surgery, anything is wrong with that, but trying to look like everybody else and not having any originality or no authenticity when it comes to your creation, to the creation of you, when it comes to you, then you're going to suffer in this world. If everything is what the next person has to say and what the next person is doing, you'll never live your life. That goes for so much deeper than, you know, appearances. That's for the job you work at, the car you drive, the house you live in. If it's always about what the next person is doing and trying to follow the leader, you'll never know what you truly love. You'll never know what you truly like to do, what you truly want to do, what you want to look like. And the only reason I say that it's weak to follow into the norm of what other people feel as though you should look like and act like and what you should do is because you're giving away your power. You're giving away your strength. People have tons of different opinions. Your opinion might contradict their opinion. Your eye of beauty might be different from their eye of beauty. Everybody has their own opinions and perspectives. But you always go with yours. It doesn't matter. You listen and you observe and, okay, that sounds good. But what do you feel in the inside? What do you feel is what you should be doing? If you feel like you want to conform because you just want the pressure taken off of you and you don't like that everybody is making comments on this particular feature, then conform. Then conform. Because it's a whole other level of strength to be able to confidently rock what appears to be an insecurity. You thought this was an insecurity whole time. I love my gap, boo. You thought I was insecure the whole time. I feel like I'm the baddest bitch. Now what? And it's not about being cocky. It's not about being conceited. It's about having such a high level of confidence that nobody or nothing can bring you down. And that's what you need to have. You need to have that. You need to have the strength inside to say, I don't care if 1,000 people are talking shit about me. I know me. I love me. And I love the way I look. And that's what matters. I'm not going to conform because thousands of or even millions of people might not like, oh, that she has a big gap. You don't like my gap? Okay, you don't have to like it. It's not for you. It's not in between your teeth. It's not something you have to live with. You don't even have to look at me. If I come up on your social media, you can block me. You don't even have to be in my presence. People, inner strength coming from somebody who is literally, I'm like the shyest person. I'm the most I literally suffer from so much harsh insecurities, but there's a level of strength inside of me that says, fuck you. I'm going to live my life how I want to live my life. I'm going to look how I want to look, and nothing anybody is going to tell me is going to bring me down. A lot of people hate themselves and try to make you hate yourself. No, boo. I love myself over here. You're not going to put those insecurities onto me. You're not going to put those demons onto me, honey, because I'm favored, honey. I love my life. I love who I am. I love my energy. I love every ounce of any insecurity that might be on me. I'll rock that shit. I'll rock it with ease. And if you want to have a little surgery here, a little surgery there, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's the intention behind it. Not because, oh, I'm getting my boobs done, I'm getting my body done because I want to look like this and this is the aesthetic that's going on. No, do it for you. Don't do it for a soul on this earth but you. Because I guarantee 9.5 out of 10, you're going to regret it. You can't come back from most of them surgeries and stuff, especially when you start playing with your face. A lot of that shit you cannot come back from. And a lot of the celebrities that we look up to that have got their bodies done, that have got their face reconstructed, they regret that and they would not recommend that to their children. A lot of them openly state that they regret that. They were doing it to fit a certain type of criteria, a certain type of image, to be accepted. And as soon as we, as a world, as a collective, can have an understanding that the it girl is just you being yourself. The bad bitch is just you being authentic. I just care about what makes me happy, what makes me feel confident, and that's it. So that's how you embrace insecurity, by dealing with it head on and figuring out if this insecurity is coming from you or is it coming from outside opinion. If you feel like it's coming from outside opinions, then you need to dig deep and ask yourself, why am I letting outside people get to me? What is it about these outside people that have power over me? Like, let's be real. You have to ask yourself that, because once people are getting in your head, then that is when they have taken over power in your head. That is when they have taken over power in your life. And that is when you have to say, I'm taking my power back, and you don't win. That's a little bit dry. You don't win. I win. I win, you lose, like type shit. Because when you're a hater and you're negative and you're a bully, which a lot of people are, especially now with social media, you can't let those people get in your head. And those people will self-destruct, and they will rot on their own terms, because rotten fruit always falls from the tree. Alrighty, you guys. Well, I just wanted to drop a little gems for you guys. I know I haven't been on this channel in so long. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent. But I love you guys. Oh my God. I'm sorry, so dry. I cannot find my lip gloss. But I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.